On. Yes, hello. Welcome to another episode of the WILT. What I learned today, the WiLt Series. I'm EPZ, and this is Michael J. Michael, how you doing today?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm
So on our
good. So
last
come on,
episode,
let's get back to it. Yeah.
yeah, our last episode we was talking about love, and we were actually describing the feeling of love, not necessarily towards any particular person, but the feeling that love gives you. As a synopsis, a little recap, Mona, she said that love was um, weightless, and Michael agreed. She also said that love was a grateful feeling, which Michael agreed on. Um, what you perceive as love and the feeling of love could be the same for everybody around the world. Everybody around the world can see multiple colors when they see love, when they feel love. But let's go a little deeper in that feeling of love. There's not just a depth, there's also a vastness. There's also a width of love. There's also a strength of love. Would you agree?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Oh,
Def-
definitely. That's
okay.
really you could say that that's really what it is.
It's a strength.
So you could say love is a strength. Yeah.
So would you say
'Cause
that having this feeling of love gives you like a superpower?
yeah.
Because earlier in the last episode, Mona said that um you feel like the day is great and everything in life is going wonderful, and you know you're in the right place in life, you're in the right place in your headspace. So would you say that it could be a superpower?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It can make you feel like you can take
Like
on anything.
facts.
It can make you feel like you can take on any problems that come across your path. Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you also talked about it's a mentality too. So when you're not having a very good day, you can mentally meditate to regain that feeling so that you can help your day go further, which is a great point. It's an
Yeah.
absolutely great point. Before we stop that last episode, it's a great point because it makes you think like, I can be in this terrible space today in this, but I know what the feeling of love is, so I can bring myself out of it. Would you agree, Mike?
You said so you could bring yourself out of it.
Yeah, if you already know what this feeling feels like, if you know what the feeling of love feels like, and it puts you in a mindset of calmness and wonderfulness and floatiness and cloud walking and weightlessness, and it puts you in a good mood, then mentally, emotionally, you should be able to meditate that back into your world, even though your world seems a little crazy that day. Would you agree with
I
that?
mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah and no. It's situational
How so?
or circumstantial, I would say.
How so?
Like, cause you can be, you could be floaty and then here comes something that kind of throw your day off. But that's just the nature of things,
Well,
of how things go.
but if you're having a bad day, you know, everybody knows on this podcast, Mike's a mailman. He delivers our business. And you walk it this day through mud and sleet and snow, because that's what y'all supposed to do. Rain, sleet, or snow.
Hmm.
And you
Right,
sloshing through the
volcano.
like, man, this is a terrible day. Good golly, like, man, I just need this day. Oh, were you dragging? You got these heavy packages. Somebody done ordered like 50 boxes of dog food that you got to deliver. And it's like, what is going on? And then they got this hungry dog growling at you in the fence, and you're like, shut up, dog, and you just going off. Could you go back into your truck and just close your eyes and take a deep breath in and meditate on that feeling of love and be okay? Not attaching it to anybody or anything, but having that mental and emotional awareness of the feeling of love, could you take yourself out of that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that takes practice though.
It does, but
Like,
it
'cause
does.
I just got to a point where, like recently, where I can kind of control how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, and like keep certain thoughts and stuff like that out. Stay away from certain like energies, like negative energy or people that's potentially like going through a lot of stuff. To the point where like even I was having this conversation with somebody, but like I don't bring my problems uh, to people because I don't want to like take my energy and put it off onto them. You know what I mean? So a lot of
Mhm.
stuff I'll keep to myself. So I would say that yeah, it's possible to snap in whenever, but it's situational and it depends on the person and their emotional maturity as well.
Yeah, that's true. But shouldn't they have some level of emotional maturity if they know and have and can experience the feeling of love? I mean, a kid,
No,
this emotional of love, this understanding of love, but they're not mentally equipped to bring it up and meditate about it. But they know what love is. Kids know. A toddler knows
problem.
what love is because they'll go to it every single time. So when you say mentally mature, uh,
Emotionally
expand on
mature.
that.
I
Expand on
mean, emotionally mature. Like nowadays, I might get upset about something, but I ain't gonna like I have control of whether I go Hulk or not now. Back then, I didn't have that control. I just go Hulk. You know what I mean?
that.
And I don't know. Everybody don't have that per se. Like, I mean, it's just different for everybody. Like y'all was just talking about the whole people being abusive and stuff in relationships. Like they not emotionally mature. Whereas I
Right.
brought up my situation. You know, like for instance, if some dude get told by his girl, like, oh yeah, I've been entertaining phone calls and this and that, been talking to this guy. Some dudes might nut up. Some dudes might stalk her. Some dudes might go be abusive. Me, on the other hand, I'm emotionally mature enough. For one, I love myself enough to understand I'm not gonna be, uh, you know,
Put it in a situation.
playing the substitution game. I'm gonna let you go because I'm emotionally mature enough to know, and I voiced it that it ain't that I can't get back to how I was with you, but it's gonna take a long time. And I've said that too a long time ago in that relationship. You know, she wanted to keep going on, so I kept going, but I did tell her at a time, like, you know, for me to really get back to that space, it's gonna take a while, and I might not ever get back there. So it wouldn't be fair to you knowing what you want, and that I won't really be able to get there no. So you are free to go if you want, you know. And she decided to stay in a relationship, but you know, as we moved along, boom, I got hit with that information, and I'm just like, go ahead, you know what I mean? Like, go be happy. That's being
Do you?
emotionally mature about it.
So what you're telling me is that having a feeling of love, you said it had depth to it in the last episode. So there must be also like a stoppage. There has to be, if you are in a relationship, when you attach it to somebody, the depth can change. But when it's unattached to something and it's a feeling that you have, that is bottomless.
Um, it can be.
Mike said it can be more. Do you agree with
Okay,
that?
say that one more time.
So you said that there's a depth. The feeling allows you to have depth, right?
Mhm.
So if you don't attach it to somebody where it can be halted, that depth can be halted, or that surface can be changed up. If it's not attached to somebody and it's attachless, it's just the feeling, then that it can be bottomless.
Yes, because it's not attached to anything.
So it can be bottomless. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, yeah.
That's a beautiful sense of love.
Mhm.
Um, It's a beautiful feeling of love.
Mhm.
Um, I do you think it's something that you can teach someone to have, or it's something that they have to experience?
Um,
Teach.
You said you could teach it, Mike?
No, I'm saying teach what? Love?
The feeling of love, yeah. Could you, if I set you in a
No,
classroom full of people, would you be able to teach them how to have this feeling?
no.
no,
Teach
no.
a person how to
You
have.
can you can teach them what I was saying before when I said emotional maturity. You can teach them, you know what I mean, how to go about things. But to teach love itself, no.
You can teach them the signs to look for. You can teach them.
Keep it right here. Keep.
You can teach them what to look for.
Mhm. But you can't teach them the feeling.
No, you cannot teach them to feel.
So how would you guys say you've cultivated this feeling? Is it through experiences, life experiences?
So my dad taught me what to look for. And
Not an attachment, not as an attachment,
not
but
in
as the a
attachment.
feeling. How did you learn, or how did you develop, cultivate this feeling of love that you both have?
Um,
Was it just through different life experiences?
so
Was it reading? Was it did it come from a Cracker Jack box?
so I know coming up in a abusive household, I knew what it didn't feel like.
Okay.
Okay. I knew what it didn't feel like.
How
Um,
y'all doing?
Based off of what I read,
Okay.
um,
Y'all have a good
what I was told from my dad, um, and what I saw in other people's relationship. I took that and I applied it to what I thought it should feel like.
So we're
And
so
so
you basically are saying that were taught.
what
You were
I
taught to feel this way.
what
You
I
learned to
what
feel
I
this way.
saw, what I saw, the things that I saw in other relationships and other people, um, and the experience of being in my own relationships, it was this feeling that I would have in the pit of my stomach.
Mhm.
And the butterflies, I would say, I would feel in the pit of my stomach.
So you learned it.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
So it can be taught. Michael.
the
He said, "Oh,
the um the sign, I think the things that I don't know, I wouldn't
The things
say,
to look for, the
yeah,
things
the things to look for is what
to
you can be taught.
because it's not a smell, it's not a taste.
No, it's
It's a
not,
feeling.
yeah, it's not something that's tangible.
So if
Like you
somebody
can't
tells you,
touch it.
this is how you're making bread, and this is how bread should feel. It should
Yeah.
feel smooth, and it shouldn't feel tacky. It should be, be able to be moldable.
But
It's a
it's
feeling that you'd have to feel on your own hands, your own. You'd have to feel that texture. So that, in a sense, to me, is something that can be taught,
but it's not tangible though. You can't touch it and feel it and it's
unless you
right.
attach it to something.
no,
Because
Nah,
if you attach it to something, you can touch it. You can smell
I
it. You
mean,
can taste it.
no, it's not like it's an energy.
it's
It's
a
a feel. It's
exact
not.
energy.
Yeah, it's an
It's
energy.
Good
not,
word, Mike.
yeah,
Very
that
good
was
word.
perfect.
Good word.
Yeah, it's an energy.
Good.
I be trying to pull stuff out of
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah, it's an
without
energy.
without saying what I need to say.
Yeah, that was a perfect word.
That was a very perfect word. Good job,
Yeah,
Mike.
it's an energy.
Um,
Yeah.
so it being an energy, that is something that you develop. That's
Yeah,
something that
I mean,
is
I
cultivated.
won't. I don't. I won't even say it's. I mean, it gets developed, but you. It's not that you develop it. It just It just happens.
it just becomes developed like facial hair.
Yeah, but then I mean, then it will the energy will then do something to you. You know what I mean? Like for instance, I was you remember when I was having this conversation with you about, oh girl, I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And I was just asking you what are some of the signs, like, some things just won't lie and you won't always be able to like stuff. But a lot of times your body language is gonna your body gonna take over. If you feeling something, your body's gonna take over. You know what I mean? Like you let it rain, you outside of the rain, you ain't gonna be like, I gotta. If you let it rain, you gonna damn near hold your hands open, put your hands up, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
subconsciously. And then like if you like somebody or love somebody, you gonna look at something different. I mean,
I kind of get what you're saying, but use more words. Use more words. Uh-oh. And so, um, and he's back. Go ahead.
because it's
It is. It's a. Would you say it's a heavy energy? Because you said made you feel lightweight, but is it a heavy energy where it takes over
I
everything?
mean, no, it's not heavy at all. It's like you can't even. It's no, it's super
You
light,
said you can conquer the world
and
with this energy.
it's like you can't harness it. Like how I told you, I'll be in bliss just
Yeah.
from the conversation with that person. You know what I mean? That person, like I just naturally get in a whole different type of state. Like just my whole being be in a whole nother state, and it's not controllable at all, like whatsoever.
Okay.
So
Elaborate.
it's like you said,
Elaborate on his superpower called
okay, huh?
elaborate.
You said what?
Elaborate, she said,
Oh
on the energy.
no, I was just saying it's not. It's what Mom said. Like she said, it's not tangible. Like it's not. I don't know. It's like it's hard to explain. Uh,
It's
how
weird
can I put it? I
because
mean,
you do attach it to somebody. You can,
like okay,
Yeah, but what if you don't? What if
but if you
it's
don't attach it to somebody, it's something that is weightless, tasteless, smell, like you
it
can't smell it. You can't grab a hold of it and put it in a jar.
it don't have to be like that. It don't have to be forced.
Right.
Sometimes it's just there. You know what I mean?
Yes. So would you think like having a crush is almost the same feeling as having this feeling of love?
No,
What's the difference?
because okay, like I've had recent crushes on people. um, and I can control like whether I want to try to see that through or not. But like the feeling I get from girl, like when we around each other or when we talk to each other, it's like it's its own thing. It's like its own natural energy. It's just there. I don't know how to call it. I don't know how to explain it. It just is what it is. You know what I mean?
And you think it's love.
I think it's a level of love, yeah.
Okay. I can
At this point, yeah.
I can feel
energy?
it. He that was a good word he used, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It is an energy. Because not only will it, like you said, to make you conquer anything, anything that comes your way, you ready to let's go, let's smash it, let's get through it, let's do
Yeah,
this. And
yeah,
so it makes you feel like you can fly because you say you're weightless. You
right.
also said you're the strength because it's not heavy.
No, it's free flowing. It's like flowing through you.
It's like, is it electric? Is it magnetic? Is it
I mean, it is magnetic. I could say that. It's just it's an energy. I just wouldn't try to you trying to stamp a label on it. Don't try to
I'm
label it
trying
because
to pull it
it's
out.
really indescribable. Other than saying that it's energy,
Mhm.
like like if one of my exes called me right now, my energy gonna change because it's gonna be like, what do you want? You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna be thinking. Like, what
Right.
do you want?
What you need.
But whereas Whereas if my friend calls me, I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on? How your day? Just it's free flowing."
Okay, okay. I'm not trying to encapsulate it or box it up in no way, shape, or form because you can't. It has too much depth.
Right.
I'm just wanting to apply words to a feeling that is indescribable.
Yeah,
And I
it's
wanted to
it's just the
see
energy.
Mona had to go. Thank you, Mona, for joining us on this podcast. Um,
Yeah.
I just wanted I wanted to see how many, if any, words or ways we could describe the feeling of love. Because many things can be taught. Many things can be taught, but
I
very few
mean,
be
I think we
described.
nailed it though. I think we
I think
already
you guys
nailed
did
that.
a wonderful job. I think you
Yeah.
summed it up when you called it an energy.
Yeah, it is an energy, and then it becomes outward. Like it's something you can't see, but it becomes something that you can see. Like I was saying, the body language and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like I said, when you attach it to something, then it becomes it's a different level of energy because now you want to protect it. Now you want to
Um,
grow from it. Now you want to
I
build
mean,
with it.
if it's just natural love, then you don't have to add all of that on top of it.
It's not an adding, it's like let me give you an example. If I'm just having this feeling of love, like I just, I love the breeze, I love the sun, I love the trees and the flowers and the bumblebees and all that. I'm just in bliss in that sense, right? And it's like, oh, nobody could take that from me unless they come with a stank attitude and won't try. Um, then they can try. But I have that. That's inside me. It's an energy within me. But when you attach that energy to something else, you have to protect that energy. You want to build with that energy. You want to strengthen that energy. It takes on a different metamorphosis when it is attached to something. In a
I
relationship,
don't know.
that person, you want to protect that person. You want to um, build up that person. You want to motivate that person. You want to uh, show that love energy that you feel. It takes on a different thing when it's attached.
I'm gonna just say that I feel like the root and the truth of love is it will always be free flowing.
It should be,
Yeah,
but you're different when it comes to an attachment, you're dealing with somebody else's energy and somebody else's they can have a love for you too and they feel a love
you
too.
know that.
In the way they emotionally attach to themselves to it, it's gonna be different than the way you're doing it. So that's what I'm saying. It can morph into something else and something different. It's stronger, you know, whatever. It's gonna be different.
I don't know. And
You
I just got to this level of understanding recently, like probably at the beginning of May. Um, like I'm gonna just tell you like DMX told us. If you love something, let it go. You gotta
uh,
let it be free flowing. True love is free flowing.
yeah,
Yeah, you could say all of that stuff like, oh, you want to protect it, you want to grow it. Love is love, and it's gonna naturally do those things.
yeah,
It's
but
true.
who on earth wants to love something and let it go?
I mean, it,
Is a
you already let go.
I've
For people
always
that's,
ever since I've heard that as a little
I
spell,
mean, you gotta.
it's
Okay,
been the
so
craziest
you
thing.
gotta understand it. You gotta understand it on the correct level. If you
My
love
brother
something,
had that on.
you let it be free.
You
You let
can't
it be free.
agree.
You don't try
You
to
oh,
put locks
if it
and
comes back to
cages
you,
on it.
it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was.
I
I
mean, we ain't gotta go that far. We ain't gotta go that far with it. I'm just saying the first part. If you love something, let it go. Like by that, I translate that to let it be free. When you are in a relationship, if y'all truly love each other,
it's up to
y'all
choice.
already vulnerable. Y'all already vulnerable with one another. So y'all already letting it be free flowing. Y'all are free flowing because that person has the ability to hurt you as well. It's already free flowing.
I think it's up to translation. Like you're taking the first part of it and you're applying that to the actual sense of love. I'm just gonna let my love flow, which
I mean,
is
yeah.
all aspects of that sense.
You just gonna
But when you
yeah.
think about the whole situation, like, I love you, so I'm gonna let you go.
I mean, not let you go like that, but
Yeah, no,
just
I'm
let
saying it's
things
up to
go.
translation.
Like for instance, yes, I do. I really would love to be in a relationship with the person I'd be telling you about. Um, um, and it's just like
But you're gonna let it flow when you
already, yeah,
organically
I'm letting
build.
it flow already because I'm not trying to force nothing. I ain't made no move, nothing like that. How you doing today? Here you go. You welcome. Um,
I can
yeah,
see you. I can see
I'm
you.
not. I know that she's a very busy individual, and I'm not mad at that. The things that she does requires travel. I'm not mad about that. Like most people, if they in like how Mona was saying, love, a dependency level of love, it's like, oh no, you can't do this unless you know I want you to, or you always gone, or you always busy. Like that's not real love. And I just learned this. You know what I mean?
Right.
I literally just learned this, like this year, a month ago, after you know
I can tell the
everything was everything was fully dissolved on my end uh with a situation. Like I just got here. I just got this level of understanding. It's just free flowing to me. It just is because uh I done been in situations where I'm doing what I do. You know, I record podcasts. I worked that media job and was taking on more projects, and you'll hear, oh, you always got to do that, or you don't got no time for me, and that's not real love because love is free flowing.
it is.
Love is you there with me anyway, so
Like you
just
said,
let it be instead of being instead
there's a
of trying to
dependency.
make it where I have to put other things aside for you, although those are things that's required of me. Like you can't love is not coming in and replacing something. It's you just coming in and we flow.
Okay.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like I could say one of the relationships I had when I was younger, I was 22. That's when I was dating an older chick. And we wasn't like, oh, we should do this, we should do that, we should do this, we should do that. You know, she hit me with the we've been we've been doing this and that, this and that. Yeah, I'm looking at this crib. We should get this house. It will
Yes. You're breaking up. You're breaking up, man.
we you know, yeah,
Breaking up,
yeah,
buddy.
and it'd be like I'm still breaking up.
Um, say something else.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, and then at one point it was like, um, the way we getting down. Uh, this is what she said to me anyway. We might mess around and have kids. Free, free.
You
There's
breaking up again, bud.
no, no real love is fun.
Sorry
There's
about
no
that.
hesitation. There's no resignation.
Yep,
Huh?
yep. I can hear you good now.
Yeah, there's no hesitation. It's no resignation. None of that. Like it's just straight through. You know what I mean? Like that's real love.
Yeah, there's no filters, there's no
It's
strangers.
fluid. It's like water. It's like water. It's gonna go through. It's gonna go through anything. It's gonna fit anywhere. It's gonna constantly flow. It's gonna always level because water always finds its level. It's always balanced. It's all. It's just if I had to, that's what love is to me.
That's a
And even
Perfect definition of
uh,
what your feeling describes. It's free flowing,
you
and
said what?
I said that's a good definition of what you said. Love feels like it's undefined.
It's fluid.
It's fluid, and
Hmm.
it fits into anything. It
It's
goes through.
fluid.
It can even push its way through things. I mean,
Right, exactly. Exactly. That's why it's like it's gonna fit you and it's gonna flow anything. It's gonna
it can
flow through everything. Like it's and it's crazy that because I like I told you, I just realized it. And with that being said, I could say I've probably only truly loved for a time one person, and it would have to be the relationship I just told you about, where I was dating the older chick, because we was that's the only flowing relationship I've ever had.
hmm.
Literally, everything else was, oh, it's only happening because, we, I took her out on this many dates, or I could spend this kind of money on her, or it was all situational. What's going on, man? It was all situational. So looking back now, like a lot of that stuff, that's not love. Because if you love somebody, you love them. It's not about what they could do for you, what they did for you, uh, where they are,
How
what
many
what
times they
status
can
they
do,
at in life. None of that, huh?
or how many times they can do whatever it is for you.
Yeah, yeah. It's not none of that. And
It's
people
not
got it.
measured.
People got it,
It's
huh?
not. It's not measured. But that's the attachment of love, though. We
No, that's not love.
that's the attachment of love, in my sense.
I'm
The feeling
I'm
of
just not gonna
love,
call it love.
the feeling of love, like you said, has no bounds, has no labels, has no
Yeah,
borders. It
yeah. Like
has.
I don't have to do those things for like my mother or my daughter. And if you in a real relationship, I get in a real relationship uh, with the next woman I get in a relationship with. If it's not that, then I don't even want it.
Alexa, stop. Okay.
Yeah, because it's not real.
It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a great conversation, Mike. Um, just hearing the both of your views on your definition of a feeling is amazing.
Yeah,
I think
yeah, and that's it. So
I think
pray,
people can
pray
relate.
boy, because
I got
I
you.
think I'm staring it in the face.
I
So
got
pray for me.
you.
Yeah,
Hopefully this was a little helpful. You
I
got the
mean, yeah, it
perspective
is.
of Mona's perspective, my advocacy of both of you guys' perspective, and you come to a conclusion that it's okay to feel how you feel, even if it's not reciprocated, because right now it's just a feeling. You know, right
Yeah,
now you have a feeling that you're allowing to flow and grow. It's the it's the attachment that's you're being patient for, which is okay. That's all right. It takes a lot of patience to love a woman. It takes a lot of patience. So grow it now and benefit from it later.
so, so what? Grow the patience now.
Yeah, grow the patience now. You will
I'm
benefit
trying.
in numerous ways by just being patient.
I'm
And
trying. I'm trying hard. It's
let
hard.
things grow organically and naturally and let it flow
Exactly.
like water. You'll
Right.
greatly appreciate that. And I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I might crack on you about it. I might mess with you a little bit,
No, you can do that. Go ahead.
you know
Go
me,
ahead.
so you don't mind that anyway. But I'm saying, I'm happy for you. I truly am. You deserve it. You definitely deserve it.
I mean, we just friends right now, but yeah,
That's how love works.
if it's within God's will, then
If
we
that's
will
the
be.
vessel that love has to go through is friendship, then you're already winning.
You
For
said
if that's the vessel that needs to be for you to be happily ever after, then that's great. You're on a good path. You're winning. You are.
hey, we getting them dubs, y'all.
You're winning for sure. I think um I think that a lot of people feel that love is supposed to be materially. or
Mhm.
hypothetically, or
Or
uh,
attached to things like,
things.
yeah, like taking them out or giving them
Of course
gifts.
I
And I
love
mean,
you. You
they're
bought me that ring, didn't you? Of course I love you. You gave me these kids. Of course I love you. You know, you bought me this car. Of course I love
right.
you. You look good. You know, but that's not the depth of love. That's the surface, as y'all called it.
I'm not even gonna call that love no more. That's not love. You hear
They
me?
no, say it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not calling it that no more. When you tell a little kid that they can't have no candy, they cry, but they don't stop loving you.
Right. They sure don't. They might not like you right then and there, but they
And I
don't
will say that.
they don't stop
I mean,
loving.
that's why a lot of relationships nowadays aren't surviving because it's not real love. A lot of people um are dating people for what they can get, or because the picture look good. It's not real. It's all fake.
Uh,
Hello.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
And
just
I'm
sitting here.
saying I'm
Uh,
yeah, I'm saying that speaking from hindsight. So, you know, I just didn't hit a new level of understanding when it comes to that stuff. You
hmm
know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't I didn't been in relationships where uh a lot of stuff was overlooked, but then the relationship is over, then you get that phone call 6 months later or a year later. Oh, I miss how you was so invested naturally into my kids. I miss the way you used to ask me how do I feel spiritually, mentally. Like you ask things that's more within as opposed to uh things that can be put onto you, purchased for you. Like you're actually worried about the person. That's real.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So people need to tap tap into the real if you
Tap
want
into
something real and yeah, and
with depth
something that could potentially be
for
everlasting. Yep, exactly. With depth. With depth.
for a lifetime. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for joining me on this episode. I've learned a lot today from you, and I hope we was able to share this and teach some other folks the feeling, the the acceptance of so, and the acquisition of such said so. Um, it's marvelous. Use it in your everyday life. Wake up in the morning and just say, you know what? Today I'm gonna be full of love. Today I'm gonna smile at people. Today I'm gonna shake
Right.
people's hands. Today I'm gonna be grateful that I can have this feeling. Unattached. You could be a
Right.
single person, you could be a married couple, you could be a dating couple. Cultivate this feeling and spread it through the world. Spread it to the strangers, spread it to everybody you see, and help this world smile a little more. Help this world feel more than just the chaos and the aggregation of toxicity in the world. Let's build and let's spread love, people. And with that,
Right. Real love.
we'll see you on the next episode of What I Learned Today. All right, Mike, I'll get up with you.
Peace out. Peace
And
out.
congratulations on this feeling.
Thank
Oh, you got that love, baby? Yeah, mama love that baby.